out of field goal range. So Cameron Johnston on the punt. Frustrating into that drive for David Culley and the Texans. Johnston angling that punt, not his best work, as that is just going to be barely inside the 20-yard line. A punt of just 20 as they begin here from their own 18-yard line. This is Hines. Everyone talking about this eerily similar start to what they had to Redden Brooks. Play action from Wentz on 2nd and 8. Wentz putting his back into it, finding T.Y. Hilton. And Carson Wentz with another breathtaking pass.
This defense is built on not giving up the big play. The problem is they've had 25 plays coming into this game of 20 yards or more. Only Detroit, Kansas City, and Miami have more. Now they've given up 2 already at the beginning.
So you saw Terrence Brooks, the chest injury that he's dealing with. And that has thrust his pass for Jack Doyle broken up. Boy, Carson.
There he is, stretching that defense, getting into the hole behind what he would do for this offense, both on the field, but also emotionally. When you sit there and you're at 1 of 4 and you feel like you really shouldn't be, to get a player like that to come back. And then if they can get their offensive linemen to come back, Smith and Nelson in the next couple weeks, you could see him taking big strides.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz rolling out, buying some time to the end zone.
Get a tight end lined up.
Lovie Smith knew that this was going to be a work in progress. Inherited a defense that was 30th in the league last year. And those growing pains have continued.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Spiro, they were 27th in points, 30th in yards, last in turnovers, only 9. That's been the big priority for Lovie Smith, and that's what he's always done. They lead the league in caused fumbles. They've already doubled their interceptions from 3 to 6 this year, but they can't allow the big plays. He wants to keep everything in front, not allow the big play, come up, be sure tacklers are the worst tackling team in the NFL right now, giving up 12 missed tackles a game. It's been a struggle for him trying to figure out who fits best in this defense.
3rd and 5 after the penalty. More play action from Wentz. Texans giving chase. They get good pressure on the quarterback there. And Wentz wise as the Colts build on their lead. Got kickoffs. One thing that's kind of been a weakness for Badgley. One of the reasons why he lost his job with the Chargers. There's not a lot of distance on those kicks. Good one. Trying to find their first points. Mills, nice pass over the middle. That's Nico Collins.
Against it, he's been really efficient so far.
Ingram on the take as he'll get close to the 45. And Jay, you always wonder about the young rookie quarterbacks when they have a bad game like that. And that was a nightmare against Buffalo with the 4 picks. We asked. Play action from Mills. Rolls out on 2nd and 9. Throwing into the sun. That's a tough catch. But it's made. Steps up in the pocket. Goes to the check down underneath. This is Lindsey out of the backfield. Gets all the way down to the Colts 30.
Like he's playing so far today. Not sure how you make that decision and go back to Tyrod Taylor.
Interesting. Mills taking his first chance to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Unable to locate Brandon Cooks. Good tight coverage on the play by Kenny Moore. Let's get another NFL Today update. JB in New York.
Familiar name, different uniform. How about this? Le'Veon Bell. That's right, Le'Veon Bell goes across the formation. 2-yard touchdown run by him. Baltimore 14, the Chargers nothing. Back to Spiro and Jay.
Well, that may be the game of the fires near side, and it is caught. A bullet pass. Brandon. Just crazy to think as Ingram cuts inside the 25-yard line. Entering this game, Cooks was the only wide receiver for Houston who had double-digit catches. And you're talking about trying to get Houston its first points. David Johnson.
There's Davis Mills, ID in the mic, setting the protection.
Quick drop, quick release. It's caught. Nico Collins. First down Houston. And you mentioned
talk to young quarterback. Talk to Justin Herbert, who even this year in his second year, they decided, hey, we'll let Corey Lindsey, the same guy like Davis Mills, for him to be effective doing it says a lot about his football IQ.
Check down delivery. Here's Ingram out of the backfield. Weaves his way through a crowd. Inside the 15, close to the 12. And boy, hard not to be really impressed with what you're seeing right now. This will be the 11th play of the drive. 2nd and 5. Back to the ground game with Ingram. Just barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And another 3rd down coming up. And one thing about Mills, the other impressive part is we get a late marker thrown in here.
209 yards and 2 touchdowns. Watch the seams. We're showing one safety, so you got the seams outside the tackles. That's where the weakness is, seams in the flats.
Pocket stays clean. That pass, my goodness, nearly picked. Corey Willis returned last week from injured reserve. He played about 19 snaps, and boy, he wants that one back.
Yeah, he would have scored a touchdown. That was coming across. Doesn't get much, just off his fingertips.
Just haven't had much to show for it. Those 2 big Colts plays have been the difference. Here's Fairbairn, the point after the shaky outing last week. This is his 3rd game back from IR. Avoid the injury bug. And that has been frustrating for him, to say the least. Short kick. And good starting field position on a nice return by Doolin. As here comes begin from their own 28-yard line. Little misdirection called here by Frank Reich. Here's Michael Pittman trying to get him out into space. So we know, Jay, that Wentz is looking really good. What have you seen? Why is he having success right now?
To be successful.
On 2nd and 7.
Ooh, that was open.
Marlon Mack first.